The Walther Trowal AV-type linear feed vibrators are mass finishing machines which are especially designed for a continuous finishing process in one cycle. A typical machine configuration generally consists of component loading conveyor belt with infinitely adjustable speed, work bowl with hot poured polyurethane lining and multi-vibration imbalance units, base frame with heavy-duty separate drive and springs to take up the work bowl, vibratory discharge channel for the precise regulation of the processing time, vibratory screening machine with tumbling steps and undersize media classification, optional screen rinsing devices available, media return conveyor belt, used process water tank with pump, user-friendly controls for manual and automatic operation. Trowal continuous AV machines are perfectly suited for automation. They can be integrated without problems into an automatic process cycle or continuous flow production. By means of the following ancillary equipment, a high degree of automation can be achieved. Lifting and tilting component loading devices for different sizes of machines, payloads or component containers, loading and unloading heights. Vibratory hopper with infinitely adjustable speed for a controlled transfer of components into the machine. Various dryers for the post-process drying of the components. Accumulating belts or rotary storage tables to store the process components. Tilting unloading systems for the gentle refilling of the processed components into containers. Effluent treatment systems for the cleaning and recycling of processing water and compound. Typical fields of application for Trowal AV machines are the processing of non-delicate mass-produced small and medium-sized components such as stampings, pressings, forgings and die-cast parts. Additionally, the deburring and grinding of components with medium and large geometries, for example motor and pump housings, cylinder head covers or oil pans. Depending on the size of the machine, the processing time can be adjusted precisely between 5 and 25 minutes. By means of the lifting and tilting device, component storage containers are discharged into a vibratory hopper which discharges the components at a controlled rate onto the in-feed conveyor. The components are loaded from the in-feed conveyor belt into the work bowl of the machine. The processed components are transported into the provided containers via the discharge conveyor belt. The special tilting refilling device makes sure that the components do not damage each other by reducing the falling height. AV machines also permit the processing of large individual components which are placed onto the in-feed belt manually or by means of a robot. The processed components are transported onto an indexing accumulating conveyor or rotary storage table. The components are then removed by hand and put into provided containers. This arrangement allows just one operator to load the raw components into the machine and also put back the processed components into the container without any problems. The sophisticated multi-vibration drive has, depending on the size of the machine, 4, 6 or 8 imbalance units mounted in regular distances underneath the work bowl. The input of vibration force is therefore uniform along the work bowl length without dead zones. The geometry and relative position of the work bowl in relation to the uniform distribution of force from the multi-vibration drive permits a homogeneous rolling behavior and a constant chips level over the complete length of the work bowl without dead zones. A further feature is the separately driven vibratory discharge channel, where the exact processing time can be adjusted by the speed of the channel. By switching off the media channel, there is a changeover from continuous to batch operation. By means of an optionally available ramp, processing times between 5 and 25 minutes are possible. After the finishing process, components and chips are separated. For special requirements such as clean surfaces, the screening machine can be modified to a vibratory rinsing machine with an individual fresh water supply or recirculation system. The chips are transported back via the media return conveyor belt, which is resistant to oil and liquid compound. The transfer of chips into the work well is carried out by means of the pivoting conveyor chute into the separate work well loading section. Hence, the complete length of the work well can be used for processing. Trowal AV continuous feed vibrators offer the most modern technology and provide high productivity and easy integration into assembly line work, but also optimum finishing results for a large range of applications.